What is up, YouTubers? This morning I just want to do a video. I was going to do one on, I've got a book here. I was going to go over some of the stuff that was in this book. It has a lot of helpful information for, what if somebody gets hurt or just basic survival ideas, things like that. But I want to touch on the bit, and I don't know why it's I'm contemplating on it and everything, but I really think that we've got a platform here. Has to do, we deal with tools and stuff, but more important, with all the gun things and that, and I'm not going to get into political. I think the Republic is in danger. We're losing our rights little by little. People don't honor the flag like they should. They don't honor they don't even honor the Ten Commandments. There's 10 commandments there. I know there's people out there that don't believe that. I know there's people out there that don't believe in a lot of things. They're sticking their head in the sand, and it's one of them things that it's really disheartening to see people stick their head in the sand or think that they want to go on with their life, but they're not worried about anybody else but themselves. I've always shot from the hip. I don't know why I woke up this morning, but it was almost like God was telling me to do this video, and the main thing, in my opinion, is if you guys can find this book, I can't remember where I got it. It tells you a little bit about the United States Constitution. Turn this light on here. It gives you just different things in here that helps your freedoms, and that's the problem. I don't even know if they're teaching that in school anymore. Whether about the Constitution of the United States. This book tells you as a juror, how you have the right, and you have the power. I mean, God is mentioned in it numerous times. And I know a lot of people's got away from God. They don't believe in God, and that may be why our republic's fallen. But if you don't watch it, people, you're going to lose the freedom to be doing what you want to do. Your tool videos. It's going to be to where they're going to tell you what you could put in them, what you can't. They're going to tell you whether or not your content is worthy of being on YouTube. It's just your freedoms are going little by little, and it disgusts me to see people just ignore it. I get comments all the time, well, you brought up God, or you said this. You know what? This is my channel. I'll do what I want. It is still a free country, and you still have an opinion. Whether I agree with it or not, that's beside the point. If I don't agree with you or whatever, and I don't like it, I can eliminate it, just like you don't have to like my channel. And I've had a couple people write me and tell me that my channel would be bigger and that if I wouldn't be so political. Well, I'm not being political correct, and I'm not I'm not going to do anything, or if I offend you and I say something, that's too bad. That's just the way I feel. Our republic's in trouble. I don't know if you could see it, but it goes down with the flag. It goes down with our history. They're trying to erase history. I don't know if any of you could see that, but that's what this is all about. It didn't happen. And I'm here to tell you as much as I can. I'm going to try to keep it alive. And that's what they're doing with the guns. They want to take your freedom away. Once they get the guns, people, and I know it's tragic that these school shootings and things have happened, but I think we need to dig a little bit deeper into some of this stuff, because they're making it a political platform, and I really don't think, it's something that you really need to take a look at. You really need to wake up. Quit sticking your head in the sand. Quit, worrying about what Johnny has down the road. This nation was built on God and country, and I just see, a lot of people getting away from that. And it's kind of sickening. And I'm not saying I'm the perfect angel in the world. I sin just like you guys do. None of us are perfect. But look what they did to the one that was perfect. They crucified him. And that's what they do with any Christian. I see it more and more every day. They want to crucify the Christians. Oh, you believe in God. They're going to, you're a nutcase, you're whatever. Oh, you believe in God. It's just one of them things. It's very aggravating. And I seen an opportunity to where I just felt that something needed to be said. I've got a platform, like I said earlier. You need to wake up, guys. Whether I do a video on survival, guns, whatever, like I said, I've got a couple of negative comments, which the negativity don't bother me one bit. And if they think it's going to shut me up, it's not. It's going to make me more forceful. I'll just put it that way. I truly believe in what I stand for, and we've got a nation that's in trouble. It just, the Republic is just, I just don't understand, we've got away from basically the law of the land. It started with, with some of these monuments being taken down. Then it started with our flags and things at these football stadiums and that. And, what this country was built on. And everybody says, I hear it all the time, oh, God's turned his back on us. Well, do you blame him? We don't follow any of his commandments. We don't do anything to help ourselves, but we're sure when something happens bad, we're ready to point the finger at him and say, oh, well, he's forsaken us. Well, I can see why he's forsaken us. We have turned our back on God. We're gutless. We don't want to stand up for him. We'd rather, watch the NFL or basketball or whatever. It's just one of them things that aggravates me, that I hear people blame God, but they don't take responsibility for themselves. I know I'm going to get a lot of comments that say, oh, well, you believe in God and that? Yes, I do. And I feel that that's why our republic's in trouble, because we have turned our back on him. We wonder why some of the things happens, or why does he let it happen? Well, you chose to forsake him. Bottom line, I'm sorry I'm blunt to the point, but there's people out there I know that don't believe in God. They don't, they want to go on with their lives and they don't want to get involved. And what can one person do? You can do a lot. I feel that, like I said, I've got a platform here. I'm going to voice my opinion. It's my channel. I'll do with the platform how and what I want to until they shut me up. It may seem like I'm just rambling this morning. It's just one of them things that, I do a lot of reading of these books and things. And, this was one of them. I really think you guys need to research. I think there's just a lot of information in this little book. I just feel that, we live in a nation that we should be honored of our freedoms. And I'm still honored, of my freedom, that we are free to a certain extent. But every day our freedom's getting yanked away. It's where they want to be able to control the masses, and it's working. There's people out there that, they're more worried about baseball, basketball, football, and, they don't see that their republic is being ripped out from underneath them. And that's where I really feel in the aspect that, you better wake up, because you're going to wake up one day and it's not going to be there. Or, they're going to tell you how to live. We've had it good for so long, but once that freedom's gone, guys, there's no bringing it back. And it all has to do with humanity, whether you like it or not. If you don't stand up for what you want and stuff, it's going to go away. And I think it's to that point now. I just, I don't know. Just all I have to say is, wake up, start fighting, for the republic, guys. It always was called a republic. I don't know anymore. It hasn't fallen yet, but I think it's close. And I think there's too many people out there that's got their head in the sand. They don't want to face reality, or they think it's going to go away, and they don't want to get involved. And I think a lot of you are going to have to get involved. Each and every one of us can do something in our community. Each and every one of us can yell at the top of their lungs to the people in Congress. I know that's what we have a president in there. He's trying his best, but you could see that, they're working against him. Well, that's because they don't want to lose the power that they've had. They're scared to death of this man, because he may get things back to normal. I think they almost had it accomplished to where, your freedoms, you lose them. And as long as you go along with their plan, you're going to be okay. But it's the ones of us that's not go along with their plan, or can see through them, that they want to eliminate. And that's all I'm saying is just get involved. Don't stick your head in the sand. Stand up for what you believe. I just, that's all I got to say this morning. Maybe it's a rant, maybe it's, I just don't know. I just think that we're definitely in trouble, and I think we can change it. But I think it's going to take a lot of different people to help save the republic. That's just one of them things that I feel strongly about. I done a video the other day, and maybe it was a couple of the snide comments. And it don't bother me. It's just the fact that I see people that are being brainwashed. And I've talked to people and say, well, I can't do nothing, or I don't want to get involved. You're involved no matter what, whether you do anything or not. That's just part of life, I guess. But we go along, and I'll be the first to admit that, you guys know I'm a car fanatic, and I go to car shows and things and that. But it gets you wrapped up and distracted on the whole picture. And that's all I'm telling you guys, is to wake up, because one day you're going to wake up and you're going to wish that, man, I wished I'd have done something. I wished I'd have paid more attention. That's why I did some of these what I call prepping videos and things, because there's going to come a time, folks, that you're not going to be as blessed as what you are now. I thank God every day for what I do have, but I see little by little that freedom, that just overall anything and everything you have could be jerked out from under you just because of the way you believe, or the way they want you to believe. Just food for thought. Once again, thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for supporting my channel. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. It don't really matter. Just have a blessed day, and look out for your fellow man, and love one another. God bless, and have a blessed day.